Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, this time we from group 4 will present about inviting guests or coworkers to eat out and how to accept or decline the invitation. First, we will introduce ourselves. My name is Viranita Pramesti, then my friend Alfi Lutfiani, Anandita Fitri, Meina Rasya, Putri Aisyah, and Sarah Khairani. The topic we will discuss today are A. Invitation, B. Write an invitation letter, C. Etiquette of inviting clients to eat out, D. Eating out dialogue, E. Things avoid when making an invitation to eat out, F. How to declining invitation, G. Expression in the situation of making, accepting, and declining invitation. H. Example, dialogue of accepting and declining invitation. A. Invitation. An invitation is a document written or printed or spoken words conveying the message by which one is invited. It is used to invite someone to come, to invite people to join, to ask someone to attend, and to ask people to take part in something. The main purpose of writing invitation letters is to coordinate the number of guests coming a few days before the date of the event.
There are two kinds of invitation letter. The first is formal invitation. A formal invitation is an invitation which follows a dignified form, tone, or style in agreement with the established norms, customs, or values. These formal invitations are generally marked with the abbreviation RSVP at the bottom of the invitation. What is RSVP? RSVP is the French abbreviation for Répondez s'il vous plaît, which means respond please or please reply. How to respond to the invitation? There is a contact person that has been provided by the inviting party so that you can be contacted if you will respond to the invitation. For example, an invitation to a wedding and an invitation to the graduation ceremony. The second kind is informal invitation. Informal invitations is personal invitation given to a friend and family. Unlike the formal version, the informal invitation format is not bound by rules and is more free. The appearance of the invitation can also be colorful using cute colors and illustrations. But, of course, there is some information that must still be included on the invitation so that the recipient understands its intent and purpose. Informal invitation must at least contain the following information. The first, the sender or organizer of the event. The second, the purpose of the event is held. The third, a number that can be contacted to inform attendance. And for example, invitation to a birthday party and invitation to dinner. A generic structure or schematic structure is the organization of sentence, phrases, or paragraphs in an invitation. In general, each invitation is unique. However, it is worth mentioning that the invitation will be written in the following format. The first format is inviting. On the topic of invitee or invitation, the meaning is about who is invited. If those who are invited are important people, then the formal invitation is the right choice to use. But everything returns to the form or event of the invitation, meaning that if you are going to invite someone who is considered important to the wedding, graduation, ceremony, dinner, and anniversary, events which is wrapped in an official or formal atmosphere. A formal invitation is the right choice to use. And the second format is body of invitation. The contents of the invitation usually consists of the following. The first is occasion. What event is this invitation made for? The second, day or date. The day and date of the event. The third, time. The specific event's execution time. And the fourth, venue. Place where guests are expected to attend. And then for the last invitation format is inviter. On the topic of inviter, the meaning is about who invites or the host who owns the event. Then the next material is write an invitation letter. What is an invitation letter? An invitation letter is a written message that requests a person, a group of people, or a company to be present at a certain event. This type of letter may be sent both by email and post. A dinner invitation letter is a formal notice to attendants about the meal. The letter also includes vital information regarding the meal that visitors should know. Each of the guests who wish to attend the dinner is invited via this letter. The presence of visitors will be appreciated by the dinner's host according to such an invitation. It also intends to serve meals so that guests may get started right away. Guidelines for writing a dinner invitation letter. The first is provide all of the specifics regarding the meal, including the time, date, and hour. The second, indicate if the meal will be formal or casual. The third, send invitations to guests or co-workers in a courteous manner. The fourth is keep it short and to the point. 5. Depending on the goal, personalize the letter formally or informally. And the sixth, guests can be invited by sending an invitation card with a confirmation of attendance. And the seventh, give your contact information so that people may reach you.
C. Etiquette of inviting clients to eat out. Here's how you invite clients to lunch out properly. First, select a location. You should select a restaurant with which you are already familiar, since this will allow you to assess the quality of the cuisine, service, and atmosphere. Consider the appetite of the client being invited. For the example, a vegetarian should not be invited to a steakhouse. And then second, confirm the reservation with the restaurant of the choice as well as the guest. If the venue has a specific dress code, make sure the guests are aware of it. And then third, select the most appropriate table and chairs. As far away from the sling corridors, toilets, cashiers, and the kitchen doors as possible to reduce distraction and maintain privacy. 4. Persuade the banquet house restaurant to host the event. Don't keep it a secret from the waiters. As a result, pay ahead of time or advise the restaurant that the bill must be presented to the invitee only, not other guests. 5. Arriving early. Arriving early not only allows you to greet your guests, but it also allows you to double check that everything is in order. 6. Provide a drink, whether it's a pre-meal drink or a glass of wine when the meal is served. And don't forget water. 7. Guests must make a reservation in advance. Explain the specialties and provide ideas if customers have trouble understanding the menu, such as when it is written in a foreign language or the dish is odd. 8. Always prioritize the guests. Ensure that guests are served first, that bread baskets are available, and that wine glasses are filled before ordering glasses. 9. Maintain control and pay. Close attention to your visitors. Make sure guests get the appropriate meal by knowing what they're ordering. Handle everything yourself, down to the last detail. The inviter is responsible for informing the waiter. 10. Determine the appropriate time to discuss work. Don't get right into business in the first half hour or 10 minutes if you're inviting lunch. Instead, strike up a casual conversation about something else. And then 11. Bring the event to a close and settle the bill. As an invitee, indicate that the gathering is over to the waiter. And then pay the bill. If something doesn't match the bill or there are service issues, don't bring it up in front of the visitors. Finally, stand up and express gratitude to everyone who attended. D. Example of eating out dialogue. Example 1. Robert said, I think it is best if we discuss this proposal during lunch. What do you say? Lucy said, of course, I think that's a great idea. And then Robert said, how about tomorrow at 12? There is a good French restaurant near this building. Do you like French food? Lucy said, of course. Is that restaurant good for discussion? And then Robert said, yes, the restaurant is usually quiet during lunch and there are many private tables where we can have our discussion without being interrupted. Lucy said, I heard the foods are also great. Robert said, yes, I have tried them a couple of times. They are great. If you like French food, you will like it. I will make a reservation for us and our secretaries. Lucy said, of course, we will see you tomorrow at 12 then. Example 2. Lisa, it has been a busy day. I'm glad we're on break for lunch. Rose said, yeah, I agreed. So how about taking lunch outside? Lisa said, where? Rose said, I don't know, some random place as long as I'm okay with the food. Lisa said, how about a restaurant across the street? It has a delicious ramen. And then Rose said, well, that will do. Let's go.
So in this slide, we're going to talk about things to avoid when making an invitation to eating out. In making invitation, we often only pay attention to the big things without paying attention to the small things. So here are some things to avoid when making an eating out invitation. The first one is incorrect name writing. As with the wrong way to send an invitation, writing the name is also the fatal things to do on the invitation. Maybe if you only invite close friends, it won't be a problem. But for the people like a former teacher, former lecturers, or your boss, this is certainly shouldn't be happen. And the second one is wrong word writing. In addition to errors in writing address, typos in the words on the invitation also often occur. Mistyping a letter can change the meaning and detract from the aesthetic of your invitation. Although it can still be read and understood, it never hurts to check and make sure that there are no typos. The third one is incorrect address writing. In addition to being included on the cover letter, a mailing address needs to be included on the letter sheet. The mailing address should be written clearly, concisely, and completely. And the last one is use informal language. Formal and informal writing are addressed to a different readers. For example, an informal letter to a friend aims to create friendly conversation and might use contraction, popular terms, and informal sentence structure. On the other hand, the formal letter addressed to a company should not use colloquial language and use correct sentence structure and punctuation. An informal writing will sound like conversation, while formal writing will be more polished. An informal style will make the listener more comfortable when you speak, but a formal writing style will make a good impression. Okay, so in this slide, we're going to talk about how to decline invitation. Here are some things to turn down invitation. It is more polite and pleasant to the invitee. The first one is don't touch. If you're unable to, then immediately inform if you're unable. Procrastinating will only make it harder to decline an invitation. And the second one is be thankful. Start by saying thank you for the invitation. Feel honored to have been invited to an event that the inviter is holding. And after that, for informal invitation or when you're feeling close to the invitee, state the reason why you can come. But a formal invitation, just give a neutral answer without the details. You can use these expressions such as I am very honored you're invited, but my apology. I have other things that I need to do that day that simply cannot wait. Or for the informal invitation, you can say, how can of you're inviting us, but I am afraid I cannot make it. I have promised my mother to take her to the doctor. The next one is different time. If the invitation is very important, try asking for a different meeting time. This time, you have to adjust to your schedule. You can use this expression. This is very disappointing. I have a family event that I just can't leave. Can we arrange for another day? Or you can use this expression too. Is it possible to move the time to the evening? I have something to do during the day. There's some expression you can use for making a different time meeting. And the last one is send something. Turning down an invitation that you really want to go or from a very important person can certainly be compensated by sending a gift or a bucket of flowers. What matters is attention. This seems to be taken from Japanese office culture.
Okay, in this slide, we are going to talk about expression in situation of making, accepting, and declining invitation. 1. Expression of making invitation. Example of expression of making invitation is 1. Why don't you come to party? 2. Like to come to picnic? 3. Come and join the meeting. 4. Shall we come to we'll come to picnic? 5. You must come to meeting. 6. Do you like to come? 7. Won't you run with me today? Second, expression in accepting invitation situation. A. I'm very pleased to accept your invitation to meet with your marketing team. See you then. I'd love to come. Thanks. B. I'm pleased we will be able to discuss the management plan. I will meet you at office. C. Thank you so much for making time for an appointment. It will be a pleasure to come to meet you and have your opportunity to talk face to face. D. Yes, I would love or like or adore it too. E. Absolutely for sure. F. I'm free for tomorrow. Wait for me, I will surely come. G. Thank you for the offer. I will accept your invitation. Third, expression in declining invitation situation. A. My apology. I have other things that I need to do that simple cannot wait. B. Sorry, I cannot make it. I'm going to busy. 3. C. I'm sorry, I have other plans. D. Apologies, but I'm not available for meeting. I look forward to helping on this project. Could we start the conversation now via email? E. I'm sorry, I'm not available at the time you request. Based on your calendar availability, I'm proposing a new time for us to meet. F. I don't think I'm the right person to attend this meeting. I think that coworker will be a better choice. Would you like me to check their availability? G. Thanks for including me, but I'm unavailable to attend. I'd like to forward the invitation to coworker to attend in my place. H. Thank you for asking for my input. Reviewing the meeting agenda on the invitation, I don't think I'm the one to make decisions that will also affect the sales team. Are you comfortable inviting coworker instead of me? I. Given that this is a decision-making meeting, I think it's more appropriate to have my manager represent our team. G. Thanks for the invitations. That's on the invite list. I don't think you need me at this point. Would you please send me a recap? I will review it and then bring in from my team.
I'm gonna tell you some expressions in declining invitation in some situations. You can say, what an intriguing topic. Based on our current project status, I don't think we are ready for a productive conversation yet. And then you can say, could we push this meeting back until the project team has met the next milestone? And then you can also say, I'm looking forward to working on this with you and the others. I prefer to wait to meet until the marketing team has finished its report. Otherwise, we can't really move forward with determining the next steps. And then you can also say, it looks like this meeting is informational. Would it be possible for your group to send out an overview rather than having a meeting? And then you can also say, this is going to be an important discussion. I'm not able to attend, but I'd like to find time to share my thoughts with you beforehand. Please let me know a convenient time. The next topic is examples accepting and declining invitations dialogue. For example, accepting. Lucy said, Hi Anna, do you have a minute to talk about the meeting next Tuesday? And then Anna said, Sure, we could bring it forward to earlier in the morning. What would suit you? And then Lucy said, Could we make it 9 o'clock? That would really help me. I have another important meeting in the central office at 12. And then Anna said,
No problem, it's important you're there. And then Lucy said, thanks a lot, Anna. And then Anna asked Lucy, do you need help with any preparation? Did you get the agenda I sent out? And then Lucy said, yes, I did. And no, that's all fine, thanks. My report is ready and I'm looking forward to presenting it. And then Anna said, great. Lucy said, I can tell Sven about the time change. I'll see him later. And then Anna said, don't worry about telling Sven. I'll send an email to everyone to confirm the time has changed and with an updated meeting invite. And then Lucy said, great, thanks Anna. And then Anna said, okay, I'm happy that works for you. We really need you there and it's good we don't have to cancel it. And then Lucy said, see you then. Have a good weekend in the meantime. And then Anna said, you too. It means they will doing the meeting at 9 o'clock in the morning. And then they don't have to cancel the meeting because Lucy can join the meeting when it's at 12 o'clock because she have another scheduled meeting. Next is examples of declining an invitations. For example, person 1 said, Miss Robinson, I was wondering if you care to come to the company's anniversary. And then person 2 said, I'm terribly sorry. I have a wedding from my husband's family. And then person 1 said, well, it will not be the same without you. And then another example is, person 1 said, I would like to ask you for a visit to our company anytime this week. And then person 2 said, oh, I'd love to, but I'm awfully busy these days. And then person 1 said, oh, I hope you do get time to visit us next week then. So there are some dialogues for examples in declining and accepting an invitation.
My name is Qualitai. Yes, pleasure to meet you, Miss Qualitai. Do you have free time in this night? This night I have appointment. Oh, I will invite you to watch Top Red Jazz Club at 10 p.m. I'm sorry, I have appointment with my friend at 8 p.m. That's alright. You have free time in right now. Oh, I'm free. Okay, I would like you to meet Miss Pontip. This is my guide. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. And this is my secretary, Miss Natida. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Welcome to Thailand. Is this your first visit in Thailand? It's my first time. Lunch time. Would you recommend some food restaurant around here? Sure. I will take you go to Thai restaurant. Let's go. Let's go.
รู้สึกว่า
Welcome to Thai restaurant. May I help you? I have a reservation. My name is Palitai. This way, please. Have a seat.
This type of restaurant very popular lately. May we see the menu?
Menu, please.
Thank you. What would you recommend today? We have some very fancy foods.
I will recommend you Miss Pakarat, butterfly pearl. And what would you like to have?
It's up to you. I eat anything except beef.
Okay, we are ready to order butterfly pearl and stream cake curve.
Okay, would you like something to drink?
That's wine.
I will have the same. I will have the same. Water, please. Please, wait a moment. This is your food. Please enjoy your food. Thank you.
Is the meal good? Does it taste good?
It is delicious. Cow is very soft and fresh. Thailand have many variety food.
May I have the bean, please?
Okay, this is your bill.
Can I pay here?
Yes, you can cash or credit card.
Cash this. I will take care of the bill. It's on me.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much for my lunch.
We are got to take off now.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Okay, see you again.
See you again. Take care and good luck.
Me too.
Oh, I see you're already here. This is Linda Jones. She's the client who's thinking about bringing her business over to KBT. Regina Clark.
Nice to meet you.
Brian Turner.
Hey.
And Patricia Lewis.
Hey, what's going on?
Well, you are certainly outdoing yourself by bringing me here. I hear the food is fantastic. Brownie points already.
Well, we aim to please. Please, have a seat. I've been looking forward to this all week.
May I interest anyone in something to drink? I'll have another gin and tonic, please.
Make that too.
Water's fine.
Yeah, I'll have water as well.
And for me too. Thank you.
Are we all ready to order? Yes. I will have the soup du jour and the turkey sandwich.
Brian, how rude. Ladies first. I'll have the chicken sandwich and soup, please.
And for you ladies?
After you, Linda, please.
I'll take the signature chicken, please.
Oh, excellent choice.
I think I'll have the same.
And I'll have the house salad.
Please eat. Don't wait for us, or your food will get cold.
No, it's absolutely fine. I'm sure your plates will be here soon.
There's nothing more important to me than customer service. I like to know that everything will be handled smoothly and with sincerity.
Well, we can certainly understand that. Our staff really is trained to understand your problems so that you don't become just another client, but a friend we'd like to help.
Patricia and I are really well trained in customer service. And Regina's done stuff too.
5-second rule.
That was not good at all. I didn't like that. It's way too bland for me.
And then look that awful when you're shoving in your mouth, Brian. Besides, it's a free meal.
Are we ready for the check?
Over there.
Thank you.
Well, I wish I had more time.
Well, this was a lovely afternoon. Thank you so much for spending it with us, Linda.
Thank you for taking me out, Karen. It was lovely to meet you. And you, Regina.
And you as well.
And you too, Patricia. And Brian.
I hope we talk again very soon.
I hope so too. Bye now.
Name 3 things Brian did right or wrong. What advice would you give Brian? Midway through this lunch, how should Karen have handled the situation?
Hey.
Hi.
Don't forget to repeat after us. Let's start. Would you like to come and watch a game of basketball with me tomorrow? Would you like to come and watch a game of basketball with me tomorrow?
Thank you, I'd love to. Thank you, I'd love to. What time does the game start? What time does the game start?
The game is going to start at 5 p.m. The game is going to start at 5 p.m.
I will come and pick you up around 3:30. Is that okay with you? I will come and pick you up around 3:30. Is that okay with you?
That's fine. I hope it will be a fun game to watch. That's fine. I hope it will be a fun game to watch.
We're going to Scorpions concert tomorrow. We're going to Scorpions concert tomorrow. Do you fancy coming along? Do you fancy coming along?
Thank you for your kind invitation. Thank you for your kind invitation. I wish I could, but I'm afraid I have an important exam that day, but thank you very much. I wish I could, but I'm afraid I have an important exam that day, but thank you very much.
It's okay. But I want you to be with us at the Muse concert. It's okay. But I want you to be with us at the Muse concert.
I'd be very happy if you could attend my sister's wedding next Sunday. I'd be very happy if you could attend my sister's wedding next Sunday.
That's very kind of you to invite me, thank you. That's very kind of you to invite me, thank you. I'd be delighted to attend your sister's wedding. I'd be delighted to attend your sister's wedding. Jim and I are going to go out for dinner on Friday. Jim and I are going to go out for dinner on Friday. I'd like you to have dinner with us. I'd like you to have dinner with us. How about joining us? How about joining us?
I really don't think I can, sorry. I really don't think I can, sorry. I have an important meeting Friday evening. I have an important meeting Friday evening. But next Friday, we can go to that new Chinese restaurant. What do you think about that? But next Friday, we can go to that new Chinese restaurant. What do you think about that?
That's a great idea. That's a great idea.
I'm having a party on Saturday night, and was wondering if you would be available. I'm having a party on Saturday night, and was wondering if you would be available.
I am free that night, I would love to come to your party. I am free that night, I would love to come to your party.
Great. I'll text you the party location. See you at the party. Great. I'll text you the party location. See you at the party.